Hi, I'm Jason, and this is Writer in the Breaking. I decided to do this because, why not? Everyone's doing a YouTube video, and I tried doing blogging before, and it's just like, more of this? So, this is easier, it's more fun. I don't want this thing just to be about writing, I want it to be about other things as well, nerdy type things, news types things, basically anything that gets me excited, for the positive and the negative. Okay, so me. I'm actually kind of boring. I'm 28 years old. I feel old. I'm engaged to the most wonderful, magical, awesomest, nerdiest, beautifulest person in the world. I have no idea how I got that lucky. And this kind of is like what I want to do. Well, I'm kind of... when I first started, wanting to become a writer, I kind of did noveling. And that kind of petered out, and then I got into screenwriting, which was even worse. But I've gotten back into the novel writing game. I want to be a writer. Well, I am a writer. I want to be a professional writer. I'm doing NaNoWriMo this year, which so far I'm on par. That rhymed, I'm sorry. But I've been also, thinking about the first time seriously publishing. You're really only two options. There's traditional publishing, which means you gotta get an agent, you gotta go through a publishing house, they have to like your stuff, they may change your stuff, and then they put it out on books and you get direction. And then there's self-publishing, which means you basically put all the work up front, all the money up front, and then you get to keep most of the stuff on it. And at first, I thought the idea of branding was a legitimate way of doing it because you don't have the powerhouse of a publishing house behind you, which is all marketing and getting stuff out. Branding is like, oh, you have to do a lot of self-promotion. Okay, apparently, self-promotion and branding are incredibly different things. I don't want to be a thing. I want to be a person. I want, to engage. I don't want to be a marker that just is always concerned about is, getting the stuff out there. I don't want that. I really don't. What I want is the work to speak for itself. I want people to see the work, like, oh, I like the work. Here, look at the work. I like the work. And that would be amazing and awesome. And kind of let it, take on a life of its own. Just let it grow organically. And if it works, fantastic. I would love to be. There's a lot of authors out there who have that base, who they built over, decades, plural, decades. And I would like to be a part of them. And, not because they threw out a bunch of links everywhere, but because, the work is good, and they did a lot of it, and people like it a lot. I want that kind of connection. I would be happier with a small, engaged community than a large, kind of apathetic community. And, yeah. Because no, I don't like that. Alright, well, thank you for listening to me. To my writer peeps doing NaNoWriMo this year, we can do it. We're 1/3 of the way through, we can do this. Alright, have a good week, everyone, and remember, Han Solo shot first. I don't want this necessarily to, I don't want this to necessarily be I decided to do this. I have to work on my elocution.